Good morning, welcome back to Julian's garden. I'm sitting in the shade at the moment. I hope you can see me well because it's very bright and I can't really see my eyes or what I'm talking. And the reason for this video today, I want to talk about I got the plant and it dead on me, completely dead. If you watch my part 2 front garden tour, I got a tree, it's called lemon ironbark and this is native in Australia. And in the task it say frost tolerance, but maybe it's not as frost like we have here in Canberra, Australia. And I got it 2 years already, so 2 years it been planted in the garden bed and two winter and it done so well. And I've been keeping an eye on it for since the winter started. And today I check it again and it completely gone. On the back got crackers. So let me show you. So here is a tree, look quite tall now and it done so well, but I have to say goodbye to it, and I think it said goodbye to me. I don't know, maybe a few days ago or weeks ago. And you can see on the leaf got burnt and got moldy like this, and on the bark got cracked. Let me show you. So up here, on cracked like this. Down here too, and down at the bottom here as well. On got cracked like this. I can't open it with my hand. Look at that. So it's definitely gone, and I want a shade in this area because I got one hydrangea bush over here. It's called candlelight, and I love this one. It just got beautiful flower. It come a bit white, and after that, when the flower age, it turned to burgundy red color. And so I'm going to dig the tree up and replay with something else. So here is a tree over here, and this tree I got it in the pot for 2 years already. This one is called Japanese bloodgood maple. Let me show you the task. Oh, here both. So here is the lemon ironbark. Can you see that? It got beautiful lemon scented leaves and beautiful flower. And even though they say here this one is frost tolerance. Can you see it? Not sure. Anyway, it say frost tolerance. And here is the Japanese maple, bloodgood Japanese maple. This one will go to 5 meters wide and toned. Hopefully I can trim it at the size that I like, because I don't want it to get too big and too tall, because that spot I don't think it will have a 5 meter high and wide to fit in, for the tree to really try. So I'm going to control the size for that. And here this one is quite tall already. I think it's taller than me at the moment. So many worms. Alright guys, so the Japanese maple in, I went ahead to plant some hellebores, 5 hellebores in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are all 5 different varieties. And over here I'm going to plant some more as well. And I just want to show you about how I spacing them out before I did the planting, so you can visual like this. Okay, so I got a lot of deciduous trees or shrub right over here. So I will try to squeeze them under the canopies of the shrub or trees as much as possible because on they like shades and they love winter suns in order for them to bloom well. So you can see I got kind of big drift of the hellebores. I think 8 total in here, and I've got 8 different types of variety. So I think I spaced them maybe 50 centimeter apart. Down like there, yep, and between the other some peonies as well. So I got peony rosebud down there, and here, and some are over there as well. I think it would be very nice to have some colors of the winter in this time of the year because you can see it's very bare. So that's the plan. So I'm going to plant all of them in and I show you at the end. Alright guys, so I just managed to plant all of them in on 8 different variety. There you can see they just dot here and dot there. I'm sorry about the sun, it's just shining in different direction at the moment that I want. And they don't look much at the moment, but imagine after a few years, they will start to produce beautiful flower from late winter to early spring. And if you don't want them naturalized or sell seed in your garden, after they're done blooming, you just cut all the seed head off. But I like for them to naturalize for the whole area if possible. And I think I can have very surprise in the future if they sell so by themselves because they own hybrid variety. So the bee will cross-pollinate them and they will turn to different variety. And let's come over, look over here. I got 2 very reasonable size of hellebores here. They done so well into this spot and I got them 2 years ago and now they just pushing up and they starting to shine at this time of the year, and I love very dark red color of the bloom. And they love well drainage and rich soils and very moist in the summer, but not boggy or wet around their feet because they don't like boggy wet feet. I have to say, because I lost 2 last spring when we had so much rain and down this area, it was very deep. And after that they die, I raised the soil up and I plant some new little seasoning that I was gifted. Thank you, Alien. Thank you so much for all the plants or the hellebores you gave me. They all survived, and I'm so pleased about that. And so they all doing well. Though they say that the hellebores they don't like transplanted, but I did manage to dig on the little seasoning here from her garden, and they done so well. In fact, some of them they are starting to bloom. I will show you later. But they hardy from zone 4 to 9, and I'm garden in zone 9A. So every variety they are a little bit different. So make sure when you buy them, buy hellebores, and you have to do some research to make sure that your plant is according and compatible into your zone. And in terms of care, they don't need much of trimming or deadheading. Except if you want some natural in your garden, yep, you just leave all the seed head off. But they do need a little bit tidying up. Like late winter, like I have here, you can see I got some very tired leaves, so I'm going to trim all the tired leaf off and let the new shoot to come out. You see some new shoot here, they starting coming out. And I'm going to trim some very older leaf of it as well. They don't have much of pests or diseases. In our area, we do have some snail and slugs eating the leaf, but not much. We do have aphids though. when the weather starting to warming up, we do have aphids. But you always can use a natural spray. I don't do anything with them, with the aphids. Some people, they use like soap spraying water. You can just make it with your own and spray them. But normally I just let them alone, and the ladybug gonna come. So here are the hellebores that were given by Alien. Thank you so much again. And they're starting to bloom. You can see the flower bud. I think this is a white color here, and I got some over here as well. You can see that they're starting to bloom. That one was little, so have no bloom, and some other spots as well because he gave me a lot. And you can see they got a beautiful, trick bloodgood biting up to this corner. And they like neutral to slightly alkaline soil. So if your soil is acidic, make sure you add some lime to bring up the pH a little bit, so they can be happy. And so guys, you can definitely transplant your hellebore successfully. Make sure after you transplanted them, they stay moist for a few weeks, and after that they can adapt into the area that you got for them. So I think the Japanese maple, it look really good in this spot. And I got 5 little plants of hellebore. They're looking so sweet underneath around this area, and I hope they're all doing well. I will try to give you all the updates in the future throughout the season. And bloodgood Japanese maple, is hardy from zone 5 to 8. I'm garden in zone 9A, so I'm pushing up a little bit. And the spot I got it for is very hot in the summer. So, but in the spring, I think I still have beautiful dark red leaves in the early of season, and it got tiny little white and red flower in the early spring as well. And because I got a lot of sun for it, so I think the leaf will turn to very dark green throughout the summer, and hopefully the sun won't scorch the leaves too much, and I will have very beautiful dark red leaves in the autumn as well. And it's loved very well drained soil and moist. And so make sure you keep it, your bloodgood Japanese maple, moist when at least 2 years after you planted it. And when you plant it, make sure you don't cover the bud union, because this is the grafted area. Don't cover it, and it like neutral to slightly they like more slightly acidic soil actually, and it like moist, so that's why I put quite a thick layer of the compost around them, and both for hellebores and the bloodgood Japanese maple as well. In terms of pests and diseases, I don't have much pests for them, but you can, for the size, you can always trim it to the size that you desire. I think this area I will let it to go maybe 3 or 4 meters high and wide. I think it's gonna be beautiful to bring like a big statement to this area. So that's it guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something new, and see you next one. Bye bye.